Hey everyone, Mike here, and I wanted to talk to you guys on how I do the Wacky rig. Now, if you guys haven't heard of the Wacky rig, it is an excellent finesse lure. I'll usually throw it on spinning tackle. I use 15-pound braid with like an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader, and it's just an awesome bait. It's been around a while. Apparently, I didn't learn it until about a year and a half ago, and I just fell in love with it. I've pretty much mastered it, and works very well for me. And I'll show you how to rig it. First off, do yourself a favor and get one of these Wacky tools. You can buy them at Bass Pro. Dick's Sporting Goods sells them. You may be able to find them a couple other stores that sell fishing tackle and equipment, and they're like $5. Buy one or two. I like to keep one in my truck and then keep one in my tackle bag. And what it is just a hollow aluminum tube, and it's got a screw on the end which you store extra O-rings on. And you could buy the O-rings separately. The best place I found them is you could buy them in bulk on eBay. That seems to be the cheapest way. But you could buy them through Bass Pro and stuff as well. And all you got to do is you take the O-ring and you slide it all the way down to the end. And then you take your favorite Senko styled worm. I use Bass Pro's tournament series, and seems to work best for me. I've used other brands, and the Bass Pro one seems to sink pretty good. The only ones that I found that sink nicer is the Gary's, but they're very brittle and they tend to fall apart. These hold together pretty well. I can whip this thing out there and get pretty good casting distance. So what I'll do is I'll grab it about halfway, and then you just slide it in the tube up to your fingers, pop the O-ring off onto the worm, and that's it. That's all you have to do to this rig. And I'll use either a size 1 or a size 2, depending on the size Senko that I'm using. Octopus drop shot hook. And all you have to do is just put it under the O-ring like that. You don't have to stick it in the bait, just under the O-ring is fine. And what this will do is, when most of the time when the fish take it, it's going to slide up the line. And then all you have to do is slide it back down onto the hook, and you're good to go to catch more fish. I've caught up to 10 bass on one worm before it becomes destroyed. So it's an excellent way to catch a lot of bass on one bag of plastics. And that's pretty much it. What it'll do is when you cast it and it'll fall, these will flutter as it goes down, and I'll let it go. When I first cast it out, I'll let it drop all the way. Usually won't do anything for 15 seconds or so. Make sure it makes it to the bottom. Most of the times I'll get a strike on that initial drop if it's casted into a good area, and then if not, all I'll do is pop it up a couple times, let it sink, pop it up a couple times, let it sink, and then do that twice. If I don't got nothing yet, then I'll start to retrieve it as I'm popping it up. So I'll pop it up, reel a little bit of slack, let it sink, pop it up, reel a little bit of slack, let it sink, and I'll work it back to the boat or back towards shore, and that's about it. And you'll feel the little taps similar to like Texas rig and stuff like that. You'll feel them taps, and then I'll usually wait like another second or two, reel up until I feel the fish, then set the hook. And the hookup ratio is usually really good. If you use, make sure your hooks are sharp, and you shouldn't have a problem with the hookup ratio. And pretty much it. Like I said, this is an awesome lure to throw. It just catches fish, That's about it. Feel free to comment. If you do it different, feel free. I love to hear other techniques. Subscribe to my videos if you wish. And I'm going to really try to pump a lot of these out this year. And I'm going to work on getting a camera so I can take with me fishing. If you guys know a good camera besides the GoPros that does pretty good HD video, I don't feel like spending $400 or $500 for a GoPro. And that's pretty much it. So good luck on the water, and see you next time.